Cape Verde. It looks like this a lot. And one man who has moved here to chase the perfect wave, to keep living the dream, is Josh Angulo, a windsurfer and waterman with a lifetime's worth of experiences, dramas and triumphs. Not long after his Pro Tour wave riding victory on these very shores, we Skyped him to find out what he was up to.
Well, the win for me in Cape Verde was a career highlight. It was a life highlight as far as any sporting or personal achievement. For me personally, it was a supernatural experience. I had a peace in my mind that I wasn't going to win the single elimination, and then when they announced the results the first day of the final and said Cowley in first, it was like things were playing out as I had kind of already seen them playing out. The next day, after my heat with Kevin that I won, and I went out against Cowley. I was either the first or second final with Cowley, and I knew that victory was mine, that I was going to win that day. It was clear cut in my mind, and going out with the shoreline lined up with Verdean supporters and the music jamming and looking at these 6 to 8 footers roping on the point, and I was crying, and I just knew that victory was mine, and victory was Cape Verde. And it's been a stepping stone in my career and just opened a lot of doors leading into whole new areas that I never would have imagined. I mean, just being tied into the country of Cape Verde right now with all the different things going on there, it's just an amazing thing. And a lot of that started quite some years back. 2003 was real special. That was when I was really starting to sail full-time train in Cape Verde, and that was kind of the spawning of what later became the Josh Angulo Cabo Verde relationship on a windsurfing professional, known level. Scotland was awesome, mate. I love Scotland. The Scottish people, very hospitable, friendly, great people. The island was beautiful. It was like a cold water paradise kind of deal. White sand beaches, blue water, sunny. Had some really good sailing. I hope to go back to Scotland. It may be an event I go back to. My next year's plans are still kind of up in the air. I will be windsurfing professionally at some level. Whether it's full-time on tour or not is still yet to be seen. I would lean towards the side that I won't be full-time on tour, but probably just doing select events, and Scotland may be one of those. I would say one photo trip I did with Kai Ketchadorian, John Carter. We sailed some really, really big stuff in Cape Verde, Coral Shoals, some backcountry action. Did some coast runs, and it's like a 20-foot Hawaiian groundswell. There were riding, there was solid 15, 12 to 15 footers Hawaiian, roping down these lava shorelines, just kind of death barrels, and no one around, no Coast Guard, no helicopters, and it's just you and nature, and you're out there. That was a highlight that I still remember. Still gives me chicken skin when I think about it. The Cape Verde event, by all means, was something I'll never, ever forget, ever. Just how it played out, and it's going off, man. Well, my lifestyle has gone through many different realms as a professional windsurfer. It's probably the best I've ever had it. Is right now. It's very family-oriented. When I travel, a lot of times I travel with my family, my wife, my son will travel with me. Of course, I concentrate wholeheartedly on the events when I do go to them. But with that being said, I understand that winning events is not the main focus in life. I feel like even though I'm getting older, I got a lot ahead of me. Maybe not necessarily 100% on competition side of things, but definitely in being involved in our sport and giving back in a sense of just hanging with the clients and the customers and being on the beach and helping people tune their gear and just helping people be stoked on windsurfing.